It's not my total profession. You know, there's a lot of seduction in this, but buns up on Santa Monica wasn't going to work for me. So we walked around. We went over to the Rainbow, the famous heavy metal place, to see the Lemmy statue that's been put there. Lemmy of Motorhead was a regular at this bar restaurant, playing the machines all the time, and he's one of my heroes because not only is one of the toughest, realest, most rock and roll guys and bands, Motorhead, he also had really great lyrics and spoke about life and surviving and just having, he had the attitude, the right attitude. So we went to go look at the statue of Lemmy at the Rainbow, and it looks like he's in a shower. One of these modern showers at these hotels, and it's nice, but it's Lemmy old, and it's in a shower, but it's there. Somebody did it. So when I was making the first record, I was thinking about a song by Motorhead called "Stay Clean." It has a lyric that reminds me of the next song, and it's what is it? In the end, you're on your own, and there's no one that can stop you being alone. Stay clean, stay clean. And I wrote this song. It's called "Solitaire." Send it out to Lemmy and that shower guy. Na 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 on a winter's day, I don't need anyone. On the month of May, I don't need anyone. Got some cigarettes, I don't need anyone. And no real regrets, I don't need anyone. Future, no one even cares. Talk about the future, solitaire. Na 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 na, na 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 na. Some bad diamond rings, I don't need anything. Angels clip their wings, I don't need anything. For the price you pay, I don't need anyone. I just walk away. I don't need anyone. Talk about the future, and no one even cares. Talk about the future, solitaire. Yeah, you think about some of these rock people you get to meet that are all messed up. But I never tried drugs. It was always a weird thing. I drink, I still drink, but I was so naive in the 90s. I thought everybody had a cold. What should we play? What are we going to do here? Let's I have to do an interview after this for some Rolling Stone thing with another artist, when they put another artist that you really admire, and they put you on the phone with them to do an interview. You ever read anything like that? It's some kind of thing, but so I always get nervous having to talk to another artist about the craft, you know, the writing, the process. And then people always ask, how do you write songs? And I always say, you know, it's very personal. You have to find a time when no one's around, a place where nobody is, a dressing room, a bathroom, the back of the van. It's like masturbating. Until you're ready to get it together, and then you get on stage and you go, hey, look at this. Anyway, this is off a record called Glitter in the Gutter. We did it in LA, oh my God, 9-10 years ago. And it was, I guess, the LA record, so it was my Hollywood record. I was living out there, yeah. I was trying to walk, and they were honking their horns. You guys okay? Asbury Park? Yeah? What's your name? Kathleen? All right, I'm Jesse, this is Derek, and we're having fun. This was actually fun. I mean, you know, these guys are making it seem like it's tough, but it's actually easy. They gave me a couple free waters, and I get a discount when I shop, and I try not to eat the Chinese food. I, you know, get home quick and stuff. New York is close. Sleep in my own bed tonight. Anyway, this song is called Lucinda. 2, 3, 4.
Got a message, or as I was told, summer's fading, and California seems so cold. Lucinda, Lucinda, a child of water. Lucinda, Lucinda, a child of the sea. In the ocean, it's where it all begins. It's sweet emotion. We try to drink away our sins. Lucinda, Lucinda, a child of water. Lucinda, Lucinda, a child of the sea. Bus is waiting, the folks are going home. They're celebrating, save your life by playing rock and roll. Lucinda, Lucinda, a child of water. Lucinda, Lucinda, a child of the sea. Lucinda, Lucinda, a proud poet's daughter. Lucinda, Lucinda, the trick is you and me. And we'll always be alone to some degree.
The smell of those Sharpie markers and all get a nice, you know, I never did drugs, but I signed a lot with those markers. I did try to sniff some airplane glue once with kids in Queens after getting tired of building Godzilla and King Kong models, and somebody said, put this in a bag, and you know, so I guess I was a bit of a junkie. I didn't know what a junkie was either. I thought it was somebody that had too many Twinkies or too much health food. It was some bad country song, got me confused, you know. We were playing this game in LA, because we were in LA, you know, Hollywood and all, and we couldn't think of anybody that was an actor that became a great musician, and I thought of one. But it took a while. Like, you know, there's a lot of musicians that turn out to be sopranos and do other things like that, you know, but an actor, I was on the label with Russell Crowe. I don't know if you guys got into any of his stuff, if Mojo liked it. shindig like it. I don't know. Was he on Norton? He too? No. The Bacon Brothers, pretty good, but you know, is it vital? Couldn't think of anybody. I thought of one person. One person. Ricky Nelson. Right? Does that count? Does that work? You stare out the window in the van, you come up with these bits. You know? Long Drives with Alejandro Escovedo. What are we gonna play, Dirk? You wanna something from the covers record, something from Love It to Life? Anybody have an opinion? If we know it, we'll do it.
Death or Glory.
Oh boy. We did this song once, or a lot of times, but we did it once with a guy from the Grateful Dead at his home studio. Well, what's the guy? Phil Lesh? No, the other guy. Bob Weir, yeah. It's somewhere on YouTube. And recently, a family member, a distant cousin, came up to me and they said, "Wow, Jess, I always knew you were going to do good music, but you really made it. I saw you the other day. You're on YouTube."
Well, every cheap strikes a bargain with the world. Ends up making payments on a sofa or a girl. Lovingly tattooed across the knuckles of his hands. Hands that slap his kids around. They don't understand how death or glory becomes just another story. Death or glory becomes just another story. And every gimmick hungry up, you can go from rock and roll. Perhaps a man can tell us, die for his soul. I believe in this, it's been tested by research, that he who breaks nuts will later join the church. Death or glory becomes just another story. Death or glory, man, I know it's just another story. Inside and wanna say it no. Nobody's thinking waiting up for Joe. Everybody's saying death or glory now. Then the fools get on. On every dingy basement and every dingy street, every dragging hand clap or every dragging beat, it's just a beat of time, a beat that must go on. If you've been trying for years, you're ready for this song. Death or glory becomes just another story. Death or glory, man, I know they see it in the morning. Just another story.
I guess we're going to close it out, and if you're hanging around, come say hello. We'll be back in this area soon. We're playing the Crossroads in Garwood. I've never been there, with Juliana Hatfield and Matthew Ryan. I think it's July 21st, and then we're at Bowery Ballroom the day after. I don't know what to tell you guys. I hope it's going to be a good summer for everybody. You got to make stuff happen in life, you know. In summers, when I was a kid, it was like, we got to do something. The summer's here. I think the Hold Steady wrote a song about that. But I always tell people, we're all alive right now at this moment. We lose so many good people. Today is the birthday of a friend of mine who passed last year when we got back from the tour. Derek actually, again, was clairvoyant. He said to me in the airport, we should get back to New York and we should do something with Alan Vega, because you know, he hasn't been that well, and we should go record with him. Got back into the apartment and got the news that Alan Vega had passed. So crazy stuff. He has a new record coming out soon. It's called It, and it's really, really great and really angry. I'm going to send this last song out to Alan and wish him a happy birthday. And thank you guys so much for supporting my music all these years or all these minutes. And if you don't like it, that's okay too. You can make some comments. PMA. It's called Burning the Bowery.
I was wasted late last night. A young girl asked me for a light. Feel like I've been here before. With the demon life is an open door. Come on down, I've been burning all that's left inside of me. Coming down with generations, haunted by the history. Had a girl who shared my name, still like a flower, but you felt like rain. Tattooed knuckles that smell on me, 4 letters couldn't hold me. Come on down, I've been burning all that's left inside of me. Coming down with generations, haunted by the history. I'm burning on the Bowery, I'm burning on the Bowery. Right back here where you found me, still burning on the Bowery. Oh, oh, oh. Whoa, oh. Whoa, oh. My grandfather worked these streets, took my grandma to the Roseland beat. Society up in the cola, graveyard shift and rock and rollers. Come on down, I've been burning all that's left inside of me. Coming down with generation, haunted by the history. I'm burning on the Bowery, I'm burning on the Bowery. Right back here where you found me, still burning on the Bowery. Oh, oh, oh. Whoa, oh. Whoa, oh. Lonely voices on the phone, yeah, is Artie home? Gonna call up Jimmy G, find out what's gone wrong with me. Indian trails and sidewalk strays, old school hardcore matinees, Ginsberg's tears and thunder's cross, things we won and the ones we lost. I'm burning on the Bowery, I'm burning on the Bowery. Right back here where you found me, still burning on the Bowery. I'm burning on the Bowery, I'm burning on the Bowery. Got something to get flowery, still burning on the Bowery. Whoa, oh. Whoa, oh. Whoa, oh. Thank you so much. Peace and love. PMA. Coming down on the 7th day, I'm burning in the rhythm of life. You dig a ditch like a working step, and it all goes passing you by. Oh, come on, everybody's got a lot to say. Come on, when you want to blow it all away. Come on, right now I can't feel no pain. Come on, kick the system into the remains. It'll feel okay, it'll feel okay. I don't feel. Your cards are stacked and you're on your back. Man, you've never been denied. You're feeling some, but you want some more. Right, that ain't right. Oh, come on, everybody's got a lot to say. Come on, when you want, blow it all away. Come on, right now I can't feel no pain. Come on, kick the system into that remains. It'll feel okay. It'll feel okay. I don't feel. And I feel okay. And I feel okay. I don't feel. Yeah, that's it.
Hello, hello. Thanks for coming out in this hot afternoon in the record store. I'm Jesse Malin. If you're in aisle 6, it's my man Derek Cruz. I'm going to play a couple new ones from the new record. It's actually out next week. It's out the 30th. They come out on Fridays. The record's called Meet Me at the End of the World. But I think we're going to start out with something from the last record. This is called Outsiders.
out off the streets. Tell your fortunes to the thieves from the wastelands of the world, through the shadows of a girl. Move it to the rhythm of the primal drum. You've been working all your life, never slave to all that jive, like an actor in the rain with somebody else's pain. Moving to the rhythm of the tribal drum. Whatever you believe in, we all get corrupted. La 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 la. Oh! Coming outside after the party's over, coming outside after the show, coming outside trying to kick it over, coming outside, that's all I know. Moving to the rhythm of the final drum. Whatever you believe in, we all get corrupted. La 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 Thank you very much. Well, we can't be here next week when the record comes out because we're leaving for England on Monday, and we're going to be playing a couple shows, and then one of the early ones is Hyde Park in London with our friends Green Day and Gogol Bordello, and big crazy show. I think the Damned are on this bill, and I've never played in Hyde Park or Central Park. I mean, I fucked around, but excuse me. But I've stayed in that area on Hyde Park, and I've jogged through there, and we always stay at this one hotel. I wrote a song about it on my second record. It's called Hotel Columbia. I'm gonna watch my mouth. Well, I've been strung out on a song, or a place where I belong. As the lyrics start to fall, in my bed I'm off the wall. Call me up, call me up, call me up, Columbia. The sun goes down over Hyde Park, the concierge's tending bar. Meanwhile back across the pond, all my friends are dads and moms. Call me up, call me up, call me up, Columbia. Call me up, call me up, call me up, Columbia. Have you gone so far? You don't need love, and you told me why you had enough. I'll be okay, you'll be okay. Shining meats or spinal tap, while I take a disco nap. My receiver's off the hook, another page in Nightbot's book, and you can cross me off your list. all those pretty things you rest. And I ain't never going home, 'cause I don't wanna be alone. Count me up, count me up, count me up, Columbia. Count me up, count me up, count me up, Columbia. Have you gone so far? You don't need love. If you told me why you had enough, and you don't look back, and you don't come close, baby, all your trucks and friends and man, they're falling down that road. I'll be okay. You'll be okay. My Columbia, my Columbia, Columbia, alright. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You gotta love it to life, you gotta love it to life, you gotta love it to life, gotta love it to life, you gotta love it to life, gotta love it to life, gotta love it to life, you gotta love it. Oh yeah, alright, oh. Derek Cruz on the guitar, backup vocals. It's great always to be in a record store. Last week we were in California. We got to go to Amoeba. The venue was right near there. And I mean, look at this fucking place. Oops, Jesus, I gotta watch my mouth. It's a kid's show today. Look at this beautiful place. I see an Ian Hunter shirt in the front row. I just saw Ian Hunter play recently in the city. Man is 78 years old and was playing like a 2-hour crazy rock show.
Great.
It was really great.
Awesome.
When I was in my late 30s, I thought I was really old and done. And I was on tour with him in England, and Ian was playing again 2 hours, and I don't know how old he was at the time, but he seemed like, you know, he told me he saw Little Richard, Buddy Holly, and Sam Cooke back in the day. He's older than Paul McCartney, right? So, you know.
Yeah.
And I'm older than Fish. No, I'm not actually. Derek he's one of his kids, you know, he's on the interwebs. But we were touring with him, and we were in like, I don't know, Birmingham or somewhere after the show. You know, Ian's like all skinny, and he's got his hair and his glasses, and he's signing stuff like we'll be doing later, and some fans go, "Man, you look so good, you look great." And all his fans are very, very English, overweight, and he's all skinny, like, "How do you look so good?" And he's just yelling at his fans in this alley signing autographs going, "Get on the salads, mate. Get on the salads. Get on the salads." But I did ask him, I was like, "Did you ever get hooked up with the drugs? Like, how did you get through the 70s with David Bowie?" And he said, "I never got into that, man. I just wanted to buy food, you know, with the money. You could get a bag of food instead of a bag of dope." I was like, "What?"
You'll see him. He's in England right now.
He's in England right now. All right.
Yeah.
Well, all right.
Yeah.
What are we gonna play? Let's play a song by an English band. When I made my second record, The Heat, I name-checked a singer. It was one of my favorite singer-poets, Shane MacGowan, because my friends back in New York were hanging out, and I thought I was missing out on the Avenue A tequila shot, you know, every night, getting bombed. So instead of being there, I just put like a little thing in one of the songs, so I felt like I was still back home. And I wrote, "Hanging with the local talent, drinking like you're Shane MacGowan." And the record came out, and it was the first single in Europe, and we're on tour for a while. We get to London, and someone said, "Shane MacGowan's coming to the gig." Well, I figured if he doesn't fall down the street and pass out, maybe he'll actually be there, you know. So I didn't see him. I went on stage. It wasn't any pre-show shenanigans or any kind of fan club, you know, moments for me. In the middle of the show, it's packed out, London, just like this, you know. And my stage manager at the time is this guy, Michael Sticca. He's in a book called Please Kill Me, worked with a lot of great bands, great guy. He dresses all in black, and he carries one of those big mag lights, those, you know, you could kill someone with it. He comes walking on the stage in the middle of the show, right in the middle of the show, and he's standing there, like, "Why are you here in the middle of it?" He goes, "Shane MacGowan is here, and he wants to sing." What? We didn't rehearse this. Next thing I would turn again to my left, and there's Shane right there. And he's drinking booze out of a Pringles can. And I said, "Shane, hey, and what do you want to do? We only knew 2 covers at the time. It was an early tour. We knew Oliver's Army, I said to him, by Elvis Costello. And I said, Helpless by Neil Young. And Shane MacGowan said, "Rah-da-rah-da-rah-rah." And I said, "Oh, Oliver's Army." Anyway, this is a folk song that he wrote. fast too far from the gray sky, where no doctor can relieve me. Bury me the sand, where the angels will receive me. Let me go, boys, let me go, boys, let me go down in the mud where the rivers all run dry. Land was always ours, was a bright land of our fathers. The armies are cement, I'm 20 of the others. Let me go, boys, let me go, boys, let me go down in the mud where the rivers all run dry. Come on, man. Bury me at sea when the mud goes skipping on me. I rock up on waves when the angels leave the pond and cover up trees. Boys, cover up trees. Boys, let me go down in the mud where the rivers all run dry. Come on, Jeff. What do we got on the bill? We're gonna Joe Stringer and Chevy Gowan and Lemmy. If I shoot off in the gray sky where no doctor can relieve me, bury me the sand where the angels will receive me. Let me go, boys, let me go, boys, let me go down in the mud where the rivers all run dry. I shoot off in the gray sky where no doctor can relieve me, bury me the sand where the angels will receive me. Let me go, boys, let me go, boys, let me go down in the mud where the rivers all run dry. Come on, Derek, shake those records. We're live at Vintage Vinyl. A week before the release, people are filming us with their iPads. I was drinking from a plastic cup in the back. He's wearing a cup. It's been a wild night. We're going to try to make it back in time to see our friend Joseph Arthur, who actually produced the new record, Meet Me at the End of the World. We did this over a fast period of time because we had these summer dates coming, and you have to get the records in to get pressed for vinyl really fast. It's a big thing. Not the TV show anymore, vinyl, but the actual records, you know. And I'm a big fan of having the record, and I walked over there before and saw it by that young lady in the back, and it had the price tag on it. It was in the shop, and I was like, all right, we did it. It happened. It actually, it's not even out yet, and it's out. And I like to hold those things. A lot of people, like, I met this girl in Europe once. She had her whole record collection on this little nano thing. It was like the size of my Bic razor or my cigarette lighter or whatever. Yeah, it's my whole record collection. I like to hold on to these things and look at stuff, and you know, it gives a little more of the whole record experience, you know.
Jesse, will that be out on CD?
It's compact disc, yes.
It will be out?
Yeah, it is. We have a couple of those somewhere. Yeah, they'll be on CD, and it'll be on 8-track and laser disc with the commentary and the dysentery. No, I'm not joking about that. You can digital download at home, because home shopping is killing everything.
Yeah.
See, if you come into a record store, you might meet somebody. Me and you. You might rob the store, you might fall in love, start a band, buy something you didn't expect to buy. Or you can shop at home like I do. You know, I've told people this many times. I get on there occasionally, on the Amazon, on the Google box, and they tell you, if you like this, you'll like that. If you like reggae, you'll like Nazis. If you like Derek Cruz, you'll like Anthony D'Amato. You know, it dials you in. Anyway, we're going to play the title song. We wrote this song, I guess, in California, in Long Beach. It started, and then it ended up in the van and some notebooks, and ended up back being finished up once we got home. But the germ happened at a sound check with Alejandro Escobedo, Mr. Derek Cruz, and it's called Meet Me at the End of the World. 2, 3. Up on 24th Street and I'm looking at a life, standing on the corner watching people passing by. I used to be somebody, man, I used to be someone. Now I'm feeling like a bullet in the chamber of a gun. I said, hey, tell me what you're gonna do now. I feel like I got nowhere to go. They're saying it's the end of the world again.
still around. And you ain't too pure, you ain't too proud. When it all blows up, when it all goes down. Coffee is descending in the middle of the night. I'm standing by the speakers and I somehow feel alright. Girls on Lower Broadway in the summer and the smoke. I feel I'm at the wrong end and of someone else's joke. I said, hey, tell me what you want me to do. Acting like you never been had. Meet me at the end of the world again. When it all blows up and it all goes down, and it makes you sick, but you're still around. And you ain't too far, you ain't too proud. When it all blows up and it all goes down. When it all blows up and it all goes down, and it makes you sick, but you're still around. And you ain't too far, you ain't too proud, just to get your kick in an upside down. When it all blows up and it all goes down, and it sucks your soul, but you hang around. Well, the time is right, the time is now. When it all blows up and it all goes down.
Yeah, it sounds a little different on the record. There's a full band, but I don't mind the acoustic stuff, the personal troubadour. People ask me what kind of music I do, you know, they ask you that. They ask weird questions that, you know, when you travel at airports. People ask me, are you in a rock band? I have a guitar and a funny hat. No, I'm a doctor, a gynecologist in disguise on a convention. I'm heading to England. Actually, I feel a little weird. I mean, going to England, everybody we talk to, you got to live your life, you know. Everything that's going on in the world feels a bit scarier than usual because maybe it's closer to home. And people go, where are you going next week? I'm going to London, playing a big park with 70,000 kids with a very political American band. And that's it, you got to do it. A lot of stuff going on. You got to be fearless and you got to stick together. Yeah. I think we're going to play a song, I don't know what we're going to do. You know what key is that in? We're going to play a record store kind of thing, because start thinking of the covers when I come in here. This is by the J. Giles Band. Well, we met in a bar out on Chesapeake Bay with the white patent boots and a blouse with a maid, a tabletop dancer. She could smile on cue with the lips of an angel, angel in blue. She'd been dancing for ages through cities and bars. She'd been kicking the habit of scoring in cars. She'd been drained of her spirits, kicked up in the swoon. White angel, angel in blue. And then she sped off into nowhere. I thought she might break down and cry. When I whispered, I thought I could love you. She just said, baby, don't even bother to try. I watched as she
folk. I rush till my bones. All the friends still favors that were really just stones. And she never had dreams, so it never came true. A runaway angel, angel in blue. And the bees they had stung her, the birds they had flown. There were guys she could number, but none had she known. And she never had dreams, so they never came true. But I looked at angel, angel in blue, angel in blue, angel in blue, angel in blue, angel in blue.
This is another song that's on the new record, and it also goes into another song. I always introduce this that it's a breakup song that happens in a health food restaurant on East 12th Street in New York City. What a shock. When you got to go meet somebody to tell them face to face and have that conversation. You know it's over, but you got to do it, and you know when you walk out the door you're going to be okay. It's called Revelations.
Meet me at Angelica's for the final scene. In black and white Helvetica, you'll find the village green. Doctor or doctoring, mirror or mirage, Stockholm syndrome metaphor, blame it all on mom. I thought about a conversation as it played back in my head. I think I had a revelation, sick of calling on the dead. Purple hearts and question marks, she's still dressed to kill. Coffee shops and confidants, is she a friend of Bill? The promise of another year, a birthday in the fall, for a mighty moment dear, we almost had it all. I thought about a conversation as it played back in my head. I'm gonna make the transformation just like Bowie in Berlin. Everything's gonna be okay, gonna be alright, gonna be okay, yeah. Everything's gonna be okay, gonna be alright, gonna be okay, yeah. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. Won't you let me walk you home from school? Won't you let me meet you at the pool? Maybe Friday, if I can, I'll get tickets for the dance. And I'll take you. Won't you tell your dad, get off my back? only seem to stay. Come inside, it's okay. And I'll shake you. Oh. Won't you tell me what you're thinking of? Would you be an outlaw for my love? If it's over, tell me so. If it's so, then I will go. I won't
Fine Art of Self-Destruction. This was written before the resurgence of vinyl records. I was on a train in New York, the R train. It was called the Double R. And I saw some very attractive woman, or girl actually, well, she's probably about 20, so I don't know what that is, human being, right? And she was carrying two records, vinyl, and one was Graham Parker, Squeezing Out Sparks. It's a great record, if you don't have it. And the other was Let It Be by the Replacements, and I kept getting up the nerve waiting to go say something to her. And as I was about to do it, her stop came, the doors open, and she left. But it's all about the moments and timing. This is called Riding on the Subway. Wouldn't have worked out anyway.
The Harlem mamas, they all laughing. They call me punk rock, think they're cute. The pizza bars, they keep on staring. I guess they finally made it off their stool. I don't even know it, I don't even care. I don't even know it, I don't even care. I don't even know it, I don't even care. Oh yeah. Since I've been hanging around, machines go up and down. Freight train gospel on your feet. Another billboard leaves coming to Miami Beach. A man sells pencils in the heat, riding on the subway. Saints and sinners, sweepstake winners, 9 to 5 they're smoking gum. Jazzman Jimmy's bust a million. Sometimes plays do get left in for more. I don't even know it, I don't even care. I don't even know it, I don't even care. I don't even know it, I don't even care. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Since I've been hanging around in the underground, one day I saw you in your seat, past the transit cops, a 3-car 95 hearts. If I only had the guts to sweet, riding on the subway. Come on, Derek. All you guys in the back, in the back, in the back. must go on. I'm alright, it's a Sunday night when I've been going down, took the local rounds, a soul confession in my sleep. Ain't no wishing well underneath the hell. I still hope someday we might meet. Riding on the subway, riding on the subway.
Thank you very much. We got a couple more, and then we're going to sign some records if you buy them. Or steal them or don't steal them. I've been doing a lot of these here over the years, many years. I want to thank Rob for always having me on a new record. So
Thank you.
there's been many of these. And Derek Cruz, who's been playing with me for a while now, about 5-6 years, he's got this talent, not only as a musician, but he's kind of an interpreter. He's kind of a reader, a medium of sorts. He also does a backflip in one of our videos for Disco Ghetto. Maybe twice or 3 times when they're filming, you got to do these things on repeat. But when I screw up...
Awesome song, by the way.
Thank you. I don't know why we don't play that one. I feel I'm a little embarrassed. I feel it was like a little poppy, but I like some of that record. But he has this knack, this clairvoyant thing. When I screw up a word, he follows. He knows where I'm going to screw up beforehand. So I mess up the words, and he finds the right harmony with the right syllable, and sometimes even the right word on the spot. It's just happening. He's like, "Oh yeah, Jesse's going to screw up that word. I don't know what word he's going to say, but I know it." We were in LA last week doing some promotion, the fine art of self-promotion for the new record, and it was cool, walking around there. I'm not a big, LA person. When you go to LA, you have to drive. So I tried to walk a little bit, and they thought I was a hooker. And,